So you know Brian Rose is the king of he's the king of freedom, obviously.
Yep.
So
yep.
He's been sneaky. Brian has been deleting a bunch of videos without telling anybody, and only I've noticed. See, I am not good at a lot of things, Amish. You know that. I'm a big failure at a lot. But I also am the internet detective. So I'm sneaky myself. So when you start deleting videos, I will notice. I'll get my magnifying glass out. I'll go, naughty, naughty. Brian, who are you deleting? Yeah. Look at this. Brian's been deleting. This is recently. This is here. How do I pull this over for you? Ever since October 10th, he's been deleting millions of views, and nobody's talking about it except for me and you. Millions. Like, Amish, 6 million views. And the question is, what are those videos, right? That's the obvious question. What videos is he deleting? Right. Mr. Freedom.
What are we looking at?
Isn't he running on the platform of freedom for his mayorship?
Who would he censor? Who would he censor on his freedom?
That's right.
On his freedom platform.
Who would Brian censor? That's the question.
Let's see it.
So I hunted it down. Now you're saying, Steven, how'd you hunt him down? That's impossible. When it's deleted, it's done. You can't do that. Yeah. That's illegal. And what I'll tell you is I have my sources. So if you go to created playlists, YouTubers don't know this. You've got to delete. If you delete a video, it'll still show up in a playlist as deleted. And that's how you can find out what people have been deleting. So we go in here. Everyone's learning. Y'all are learning all my secrets, my tricks. Look at this. Look what's in here. Larry Elder deleted.
Larry Elder has a full playlist.
Pete Heshek deleted. George Farmer deleted. I'm going to stop doing that because it's annoying. Dan Crenshaw deleted. Are you seeing a picture of me?
Crenshaw?
Are you seeing a picture? He's deleting.
Dennis Prager.
He's deleting all the conservatives, the right wingers. Dennis Prager deleted. Whatever happened to Mr. Freedom? I thought he was Freedom. Alan Dershowitz deleted. Ted Nugent deleted.
Oh, guess who's still up though? Hey, Noam Chomsky's still here? Lefty.
Where'd you see that?
This guy sold out.
Yeah. Where'd you see Chomsky?
Just he scrolled past it. Noam Chomsky's still here. Ted Nugent is still here.
Yeah, Noam Chomsky still here. Interesting. Interesting. You leave the lefties up. Now, I'm not hating him on him for this. Joe Rogan did the same thing, but when Joe Rogan did it, Brian Rose criticized him. Now, Brian Rose has deleted that video too. Now he's Mr. Freedom, right? But he's deleting Charlie Kirk.
Right.
He's deleting Candace Owens. Now, Amish, why would he do that? Mr. Freedom.
Dirty baby.
Mr. Freedom platform. Dave Rubin, gone. Oops.
Oh, I love
Dr.
that.
Stephen
I love
Gundry,
the thing you showed me.
I never knew ya. And then the biggest bombshell of all, and if anyone supports him after this, I don't know what you're doing. David Icke. Let me just cut to the chase. David Icke has been deleted. He's been deleted.
Come on, people.
Check this out. David Icke has all his videos have been removed. The guy who Brian Rose grifted on for months. Mr. Freedom platform has deleted his videos from the channel. And they're all private. They're not deleted, guys. This is Brian's choice. He's going to say, oh, YouTube made me do it. YouTube made me do it, Amish.
YouTube. It's the lefties.
No.
It's the liberals.
And here's the funny thing.
There's
actually 2 videos, but the first video available still in his podcast.
This is the best. Let's play that.
I don't agree with everything you have to say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. But he deleted the videos. What are you talking about?
That's classic, dude.
As you know,
he still left that one up.
I don't agree with everything you say.
But I will delete your videos when politically convenient.
But I will defend to the death your right to say it.
Dude, he is such a clown, dude. How does anyone still follow this guy? Look, you gotta see the hypocrisy. It's unbelievable. He's gonna say, oh, YouTube made me do it. And there is one of his videos that has been removed for violating community guidelines. But when you go to his other videos,
as you know,
this video is private. This video is private. This video has been. That one's been removed. Sorry.
Okay, can you?
It keeps auto playing. I hate that autoplay feature. How do I stop the autoplay? Because it keeps like making me go to the ones that actually exist. I'm trying. Oh yeah, this video has been removed by the uploader. So Brian Rose, he's not. This video's private. He's taking these videos off, and he's supposed to be Mr. Free Speech. So explain that to me, guys. What happened to Mr. Free Speech?
What happened, Brian Rose? Is Brain Rose in the building? I can't believe Brain Rose is not here. He should be. He should.
I know. Brain Rose is missing a great stream right now. He's missing a great stream.
Wow. And Brian Bagayas gave 500K, 500 of PHP 500. Phase 3, boys. Says Brian Bagayas.
We have 600,000 people watching. Oh my gosh. Brian Bagayas.
I gotta say, David Icke, man, we talked about Gaia last week. David Icke is still available on Gaia.com, by the way.
Yeah, Gaia will keep him up. Gaia is more of a digital freedom platform than Brian Rose is. He's censoring his own YouTube channel because he's afraid he's going to get called out for having all these people on.
So embarrassing that the lefties at Gaia, they're the free speech, and then Mr. Free Freedom Platform,
Mr. Free Speech,
he's taking his own videos down.
He's got a whole shirtless playlist of him saying, "I'll just freedom of speech, just watch what you say." But he's a total hypocrite about it because he doesn't actually believe in it at all. Look, here's what's funny. Here's what's funny. Do you see this? In his own video, in his own playlist about freedom of speech, he's got deleted videos that he deleted.
That he deleted. Wow.
What do you think of that, Amish?
He is, yeah, no.
What do the people think of this? This is so hypocritical.
I think, I mean, what's his platform for running for mayor? Is he running fully on this freedom? Because I guess the freedom of speech thing is like, at some point you're just like, okay, I guess this guy was too wild. Take his video down. Why David Icke? David Icke was like a big boom for him. I think that's like a big
but that's the thing. He dropped him as soon as convenient. Dude, how is he this confident? This takes balls. This takes big papa balls.
I mean, he made the movie. And that's what it just that shows you so much of his character. Like, he wants to be the star.
He's such a narcissist. Yeah.
Just minding my own business, going through Hempstead Heath.
And the breakdancing.
And I met Big Papa.
Two gentlemen. Shot. All right, what's up? Introduce your guys. What are your names?
My name's Andre.
Ritz Rule. Instagram got me.
See, he's fooled all these people into thinking that he's Mr. Free Speech. He runs around London getting all these daps for being Mr. Free Speech. And then he just deletes videos as soon as he runs for mayor. I don't know. I think this is very cowardly. What do you guys think? Everybody thinks this is Mr. Free Speech. Even this guy, JT, or what's his name? JT's Awakening. What's that guy who does like the spiritual thing? What's it called?
Awakening with JP. The spirit.
JP.
Awaken with JP.
Okay, dude. You know he like is in love with Brian. He's in love with Brian Rose.
What?
Yes.
How?
Dude, because Brian Rose has fooled everyone except for me.
But okay, Coffeezilla, I'll say this though. If he said, "Hey, Amish, come on the show. We'll do a little cross promo. Let's do it." Right?
I know you totally want to be with yeah. You totally
That's what everyone's doing though, right? But that's what everyone's
hanging out with JP.
You're looking at it as like,
I think JP's a victim. I think JP's a victim. He doesn't know what's going on. Because JP did this. This made me laugh so hard when he played this. Hold on. Watch this. Let's see here.
When people and groups are driven by fear, they want to prohibit anybody from speaking a perspective that's contrary to theirs. That doesn't mean their perspective is correct. It just means their fear and insecurity drives them to try to control other people. But here's the good news.
Oh, here it is. Sorry, I was trying to find the clip. So he's like, he already did a podcast with Brian Rose.
Right.
And now he's going to shout out Brian in a very particular way that is infuriating to me. Okay? Watch this.
During the silence of peaceful slavery and speaking your mind. In the words of Brian Rose, I may not agree with everything you have to say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it.
Hey!
Hey!
That's not his quote! That's not his quote! Dude!
I don't care how many videos he put up. I don't care how many playlists he put it in. He didn't come up with that quote. That's
don't you ever say, in the words of Brian Rose, freedom of speech is actually kind of a cool thing. Dude, Brian Rose isn't the freedom of speech guy. He's tricked you. He's fooled you. He's the delete the stream when it's done and I've made my money.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that Jefferson though? Like Brian Rose did not say that first. I think Jefferson
No,
said
it was like
or Lincoln
Voltaire
or
or something.
some
It was
American.
somebody back from like the negative 1900s. I mean, dude, it wasn't Brian Rose.
Dude, don't ever say in the words of the great Brian Rose, shut up. We're done. We're done.
Listen to him say
I love
this.
JP, but yeah,
he's
JP
like, he's been fooled.
In the words of Brian Rose.
Who says that unironically? In the words of Brian Rose, you know, kind of a Brian Rose quote. And he's even like sticking out his chest like, hey, in the words of Brian Rose, this is like what our founding fathers would say. Dude, he's a total victim. He's a total victim here.
I may not agree with
everything.
everything.
They have it to stand up to those guys, maybe.
Yeah, look, listen to this.
You have to say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it.
Stop. Stop doing this. Guys, you look at this is embarrassing moment for JP, and we feel bad. Look, I don't want to put him on blast any longer than he already has been, but you know, it's rough.
No, that's fine. I mean, look. You're making a good point. It kind of reminds me of Aaron Doughty. Aaron Doughty's a very sweet law of attraction guy. He really believes his shit, but then every now and then, some bigger YouTuber will just come on his show, and he'll shout them out. They'll do this thing together. I think Brian Rose and these guys are aggressive. They call you. They're like, hey, JP, you know what they're doing to me, man? I'm so screwed. They're taking down my videos. It's not fair. You know, today they're after me. Tomorrow they're after you. I don't think JP knows the full story, maybe even at this point. At this point, JP's like, yeah, you know what, Brian? You know what? I'm going to give you a shout out on the next video.
Right.
And then he goes and does it. And then he finds out, oh, this guy's full of shit.
Well, no, I don't think he has found that out. People are saying it's misattributed to Voltaire. Yeah, somebody said it. I mean, somebody way before Brian Rose that was not grifting. Actually, what if they were grifting? What if they were like, hey, did you donate? Did you donate yet? Did you donate? Like even back then,
hey.
They're like, I'll defend to the death your right to say it if you pay my rent. Well, we can't stop watching. This is a train wreck that it's going to end, but it's going to end with a bang. Because Brian Rose's career is not heading anywhere pretty. He's been on a spiral.
I like the meltdowns.
Like, don't you think
the meltdowns are very
spiral?
entertaining? Oh, yeah. No, and I think we're going to see more meltdowns from people like Brian Rose. He's clearly going nuts. And it kind of reminds me of the documentary series I just watched called Bad Boy Billionaires. Actually, one of our viewers recommended it a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. Incredible documentary. And what you find with all these con artists is that they're actually lying to themselves, and in the end they fall hard and they go to jail and all that stuff. I can see Brian Rose going to jail. I can see Brian Rose on the run in the next little bit, just like running away.
You think so?
Oh yeah, he wouldn't stay there to get caught by the police. I think he'd run away. I think it could have come to that.
I don't think he's going to jail. I think he's just going to be on a downward spiral of just people realizing who he is. I think that's what's going to happen.
That's true. But as they take away money, isn't he screaming at them and saying, because there are a lot of cases of him being kind of abusive to people and saying like, oh, if you put this comment in my thing, he calls them. He says, I'm going to fucking kill you, this and that, whatever.
Okay. That didn't happen. Allegedly. And that definitely didn't happen. What are you saying, Amish? Amish?
Allegedly.
Stop. This is so.
Hey, I'm saying.
Libel.
What?
Libel.
Allegedly.
Okay,
Look,
fine. If you said allegedly, it's
Brian
legal.
Rose
if you said allegedly, it's fine.
Aggressive guy. Well, didn't we have someone who